I want to share with you my road to Melbourne, my great coffee community, but most important, I want to share with you a lot of fun. Uh, After taking a 3-year break from competitions, waiting for the first candidacy, I tried to understand how coffee professionals develop and thrive through years and even decades, not just in championships, but also in daily bar shifts. So I tried to see my own perspective and came out with 3 concepts, often used as synonyms, but instead they have a wider meaning that represent my professional development, and I'm pretty sure it's going to represent yours too. Let me explain this throughout these 3 courses, with some of the most beautiful coffees from my country. I'm taking you on a trip from the rainforest all the way to the coast, and then all the way back to right in the middle of the country in Mexico. Judges, please open your menus and turn to the first page. You're gonna find 2 cards, right? An orange one and a green one. Just pick the one that evokes for you a memorable and tasty experience with the same ingenuity than the first time you had a competition espresso. Go ahead. Don't look at it, just put it in front of you and turn it. It has the different tasting experiences for you. Pick the one you like. Go ahead. The first concept, I found out it was surprise. Surprise is an unexpected event that captures our attention and touches our heart for a moment. So please, the card you picked, place it in front of you so I can take a look to it. Perfect. Judges, I'm going to ask you, when I give you your espressos, to stir it 10 times close to your nose, just to feel the aromatics of raspberry and coffee flowers. For those who pick the green card, I'm serving you water that is soft, and for the orange one, a harder one. This is to use the salts and minerals inside of the water just to, in a certain way, equalize your taste buds and give you specific flavor profiles. Don't worry, this is the fastest of the shots. So for the green cards, I'm serving you water with 40 ppm. And for the orange ones, I'm serving you water with 180 ppm. This is it. So you have the green card. I'm giving you a silky texture. In the first sip, red grape. In the second sip, fresh pineapple and strawberry. And the aftertaste is going to be like green tea and orange. Remember, rinse your palate with that water before tasting my espresso. And then just for you especially, the orange card, I'm giving you this hard water. So you're going to have raspberry marmalade in the first sip. It's going to be a medium-high sweetness, balanced acidity, and velvety texture. In the second sip, you're going to have more like toffee and 70% dark chocolate. And you have the aftertaste, tangerine and green tea. So judges, did you thought about that first competition espresso you have? For me, it was 2012, World of Coffee Vienna. And I was lucky enough to watch Fabrizio Ascension dialing a gorgeous espresso. Do you remember that? Watching a Mexican barista in the finals, changing the game, made me aware of the possibilities for a coffee professional who is devoting his life to coffee. Judges, this moment surprised me. And suddenly coffee captured my attention in a whole new level. We can say that this was the moment when my journey started. The coffee he was using, it was Finca Santa Cruz from Chiapas, Mexico. Today I brought the same farm. But now it is run by a different family. Jose Arguello has found a way to express all the potential of this terroir with his geisha trees. He gave a brief drying to the cherries just to oxidate and concentrate the sugars before going into a sealed container with CO2 flush to give vibrancy and a bunch of texture. Yep. This coffee was roasted 14 days ago to have cleanliness and amazing texture by one of my oldest friends in the industry, Jorge Sotomayor, the guy who knows better this coffee, and gave 12-minute roasting with 8% development just to express this amazing texture, complex sweetness, and vibrant acidity. Please stir it 10 times and put the spoon on your vessel. Remember to rinse your mouth, please, Pete. Please enjoy this amazing espresso. I'm going to switch coffees. I'm going to poach a little bit. That would be enough. So judges, you enjoying the coffee? At the beginning of my presentation, I promised you a lot of fun. So we're going to make two teams to have different tasting experiences in each table. The judges in front of me, you're going to have that little Mexican toy. Please spin it to find out how you're drinking the coffee today in each table. And for you in the sides, you have two cards. Turn to your menu, all of you, and you are going to find two cards representing the texture and temperature of my beverage. Just pick the one you would like to try today and place it in front of you too. Milkers is going to take us to a further moment in my professional development. And after 7 years, finally made my own way to WBC and brought with me coffee to Boston from my good old friend Samuel Ronson. It was an amazing natural bourbon, and we were surprised of how international coffee community received it. This is why we brought it today again, because also we were surprised about how a honest and strong teamwork can render better opportunities for coffee professionals. This coffee is simple but quite amazing. Fermented in a grain pro bag for 3 days, sealed. And it's this amazing, this is why I'm serving you just to smell it. Swirl it and smell it to feel vanilla and strawberry with cherry hints. Do not taste it, I need to steam the milk for it. It's gonna be 10% freeze-style milk, just to match the fruitiness with the creaminess of this milk beverage with 1:3 ratio. So, which card you picked? Okay, the letter B, and for you, the letter A. So for the letter A, I'm giving you the milk at 55 Celsius degrees for this table. It's going to have a silky texture. And for the letter B, 65 Celsius degrees with a creamier and velvety texture. And the little toy you spin it represents that once we deliver the cup to the customer, it has its own fate. The barista needs to craft delicious beverages that, no matter the circumstances, deliver an amazing experience to the customer. So this is why we are not deciding how you're drinking it today. So you're ready? So you got the letter B, okay? And the spoon, I'm going to ask you to have a first sip to feel Napolitano melted ice cream, and then a second sip to find chocolate brownie. But before giving the second sip, please stir to homogenize the surface of the cup, okay? So Pete, please, one sip, and then stir in the second sip, right? This coffee was roasted by Christian Chacon. He's my fellow roaster at Café con Jiribilla, and he's the trustiest one to roast this coffee and bring out all the potential of this natural bourbon. Thank you. Please enjoy it, Pete. And for you, you got the A, and you spoon, also get the spoon. So it's going to be the same. Spin it. Have one sip. You're going to feel the same Napolitano ice cream. But once you stir it, for the second sip, chocolate brownie. We are having just different textures today for you. Please enjoy it. Okay. Perfect. Can I have my time, please? Yeah? So, the signature beverage is going to take us to the last moment of our professional development and the third concept of the routine, astonishment. A feeling that not just surprises and amazes as the second concept, but it also sets a mental disposition to explore a certain matter to its very essence. This is what happened to me in my professional development with my community, learning, sharing, and admiring other coffee professionals. And I want you to join my community too and help me to build this up together. So please take a look to the ingredients and turn your menus to have further information, because I'll be one-on-one with you just to build this together. You have the ingredients representing the first coffee, Chiapas, the acidity and vibrancy for this drink. Please pick the one you like to try today. Pineapple, yeah. It's going to be 20 mLs of pineapple juice. Give vibrancy to the drink. And you, Pete, you have the coffee representing Veracruz. It has cold brew from vanilla and cacao beans. It's giving character and aroma. Cacao, that's my favorite. 20 mLs. You have the ingredient representing my homeland, the Estado de Mexico, and the origin of this coffee, the texture. White atole is a millenary drink made by boiling tortilla masa in hot water. And this one is chia gel, infused and remove the mucilage. Which texture you'd like? This is going to give a kind of gummy bear texture. It's going to be funny. And you have the balance in your hands. Two sweeteners you can find all over Mexico. The first one is nectar agave, made by boiling the nectar from the agave for several minutes to have a fructose concentrated syrup. And this one is piloncillo syrup. It's very strong by boiling equal parts of piloncillo and water. This is going to give also a lot of fruitiness to this drink. And now I just need to stir it down to put together all of our decisions in this cold, community-driven beverage. Please wait for me to enjoy your beverage, because today I want to share it. This is about community, it's all about. So I use coffee from Temascaltepec, Estado de Mexico, grown at 2,100 meters above sea level. It is a yellow caturra, natural processed by Federico Barrueta. It's powerful and fruity, especially for this beverage. It was roasted by Lalo Juarez, a well-known roaster in my coffee community, who is actually the only guy who tested this coffee before me. Thank you. Perfect. So wait for my instructions. And I'm going to give you the flavor profile, Pete. Please wait. I know you're impatient to see your options translated in this beverage, but wait for me. So let's see. For the aroma, we have fresh mango and papaya. Oof, you're making Mexican choices. The first sip is sweet as panela, and it has also papaya and guava in the first sip. Second sip is fresh. It's very fresh. It has hints of lemonade and orange. And the aftertaste is delicious like black tea and a hint of honey. Judges, I just want to thank you for joining my community and help me to build this one in a lifetime experience. Time.